My heart was soaring. It was my engagement party, and everything felt perfect. Bar Harbor, Maine, glowed with soft lights and the faint salt of the sea. I'm Maya Jackson, 28, and after losing my parents in a crash years ago, I thought I'd never feel this safe. Then I found Daniel. My Daniel. Tall, with a smile that stopped time, he was my everything. Until she walked in. The venue hummed with friends and family, toasting our love. Rachel, my best friend, gave me that warm look, her brown eyes saying, "You've earned this, Maya." My navy dress hugged me as I held Daniel's hand, the ring on my finger sparkling. Then, a crash. The door slammed open and the room froze. She stormed in, Claire. Blonde hair, blue eyes like ice. I didn't know her, but she moved like she owned the place. "Daniel!" she shouted, voice sharp with rage. "You never told her about me, did you?" My heart stopped. She tossed a stack of photos to the floor, and they scattered. Pictures of Daniel, with her. Laughing, touching, in places I knew too well. "I'm the one he loves," Claire said, staring me down. Everyone was watching. Rachel stepped closer, like she could shield me. Daniel dropped my hand. "Maya, she's nobody," he said, but his eyes flickered. I knew that look, when he hid small lies. I grabbed a photo. There he was, in the shirt he wore last week. "Who is she, Daniel?" I whispered. He said nothing. Claire's laugh cut the silence. "Ask him about us, Maya. If this story's grabbing you, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us share stories that hit hard. Where are you watching from right now?" I stared at Daniel, begging for an answer. Then I saw it. A timestamp on the photo from 2 days ago. My world cracked open. That timestamp burned me. 2 days ago. Daniel with Claire, while I planned our future. My heart pounded so hard it hurt. The venue felt suffocating, every whisper from the guests cutting deeper. Rachel pulled me to a corner, her hand steady. "Breathe, Maya," she said, her eyes full of worry. But how could I? My life was unraveling. Daniel rushed after us, his face tight. "Maya, listen," he said, hands up. "She's an ex. Claire's obsessed. Those photos are old. But that timestamp, that shirt." "This picture's from 2 days ago, Daniel," I said, my voice shaking. He froze, just for a second. "I don't know how she did that," he stammered, eyes pleading. But I saw the lie. Rachel stayed close, keeping me from crumbling. Claire pushed through, tears on her face. "You want the truth, Maya?" she said, voice sharp. "We were together for 2 years, while you picked your ring." My head spun. 2 years? How did I miss it? "You're lying," I said, but my voice was weak. Claire's laugh was bitter. "Ask him about Portland, the nights he spent with me." I looked at Daniel, waiting for him to deny it. He just stood there, silent, hands in his pockets. That silence screamed louder than anything. I had to get out. The cold Maine rain hit me as I ran to the parking lot. Daniel had stormed off, leaving his phone on a table. I grabbed it, hands trembling, and unlocked it. A text, months old, stared back. "Meet me in Portland, see." My breath caught. A date, a place, proof I couldn't ignore. Was this real, or was Claire playing me? I gripped the steering wheel, rain pounding the windshield. I couldn't let this break me. But how do you chase the truth when it's tearing you apart? The rain didn't stop. I clutched Daniel's phone, that "Meet me in Portland, see" text glaring at me. 2 years of lies while I dreamed of our future? I wanted to scream, but I wiped my tears. Rachel knocked on the car window, soaked but steady. "We're in this together, Maya," she said, sliding in. I didn't know where to start, but I couldn't sit still. It took days to dig for answers. We went to the diner from the photo, a cozy spot in Bar Harbor. My eyes were raw, my curly hair a mess. "We'll figure this out," Rachel said, her glasses fogging from her coffee. She'd been my rock since we were kids. Now she was here again, holding me up. The waiter, Ethan, was tight-lipped. "I don't remember," he said, avoiding my eyes when I showed the photo. Rachel leaned in, voice gentle but firm. "Please, it's important." He sighed. "Okay. I saw him with a blonde woman. A lot. Last time was a month ago." My stomach twisted. A month ago, Daniel was in Boston for work. Back at my place, we tackled Daniel's laptop. The password was a wall, hours of failed guesses, birthdays, old addresses. Rachel's frustration mirrored mine, but we cracked it. A date from his college days. Emails, hotel receipts from Portland, messages to Claire D. Each one hurt. "I can't leave her yet," one read. That was me, the her he kept. Then Rachel stopped. "Maya, this photo," she said, zooming in. The timestamp said 2 days ago, but the lighting was wrong. Shadows didn't match. "Claire edited it," Rachel said, her voice rising as she pointed out pixel distortions. "She's lying about when it was taken." My heart raced. Was Claire twisting the truth? That night, my phone buzzed. Claire. "Maya, we need to talk," she said, her voice low, shaky. "Meet me tomorrow, alone." I wanted to shut her out, but something held me. Was she desperate or setting a trap? "I'll think about it," I said, hanging up. Rachel grabbed my hand. "You're not going alone." But as I lay awake, I knew I had to face her. What was she hiding? I didn't sleep. Claire's voice, Daniel's lies, Rachel's proof about the photos, they churned in my head. Bar Harbor's gray sky pressed down on me. I had to face them both, rip the truth out, no matter how much it hurt. Rachel wanted me to wait, but I couldn't live in this fog. I set the meeting at a quiet coffee shop outside town. The smell of fresh bread didn't calm me. I sat at a corner table, gripping an untouched coffee. Daniel came first, his face worn, brown eyes searching for forgiveness. "Maya, I messed up," he said, voice low, "but I love you." I wanted to believe him, but the image of him with Claire burned. Claire walked in, blonde hair catching the light, blue eyes softer than before. She sat, tense. "Tell her, Daniel," she said, voice steady but fragile. "Tell her you promised me a future while planning her engagement." My heart sank. I looked at him, praying he'd deny it. He took a breath, hands clenched. "I had an affair with Claire," he said. 2 years. "It ended 6 months ago, Maya. I chose you." The words cut deep. 2 years of lies. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, voice shaking. "I couldn't lose you," he said, eyes down. Claire scoffed. "He didn't choose you," she said, showing texts, recent ones, from him to her. My world tilted. Rachel, at a nearby table, spoke up. "Those texts are fake, Claire," she said, showing proof of the edited photos. "You lied about the dates." Claire's face fell. "The affair was real," she admitted, voice breaking. "But he ghosted me. I wanted him to hurt." My head spun. Daniel's betrayal was real, Claire's revenge a lie. "You both used me," I said, standing, my voice steady. "But I'm not your pawn. I'm done playing your games." I walked out, the Maine wind biting my face. Rachel followed, hugging me. "You're enough, Maya," she said. I nodded, fire in my chest. "I'm just getting started." I was shaking, but not from the cold. Daniel's confession, Claire's lies, they left me raw. But in my apartment, with Rachel by my side, I knew I wasn't done. Losing my parents taught me pain isn't the end. I wasn't going to let it be. The community event was days away, a fundraiser for young artists in my parents' memory. It was my chance to reclaim my story. Rachel and I gathered evidence, Claire's fake texts, Daniel's receipts, proof of his lies. Each piece hurt, but it fueled me. The night came, and the Bar Harbor Community Center was packed. The lights felt warm, like a new start. I stepped onto the stage, my green dress like armor, heart racing. Rachel sat in the front, her eyes steady. This night is for my parents, I said, voice clear. But it's about truth. I told it all. Daniel's affair, Claire's manipulation, my pain. The screen showed the evidence, the fake texts, the receipts. The crowd gasped. Daniel stood in the back, face pale. Claire lingered by the door, eyes down. I was betrayed, I said, but I'm still here. A woman stood, voice trembling. He hurt me too, years ago, she said. It wasn't a chorus, but it was enough. I wasn't alone. I looked at Rachel. You saved me, I said, tears falling. You reminded me who I am. The crowd clapped, their support wrapping me like a shield. Daniel slipped out, silent. Claire didn't move, her face heavy. I stepped off the stage, Rachel's hug grounding me. I was bigger than my pain. But what came next? The crowd's applause faded, but the warmth stayed. Bar Harbor's air felt lighter, like it was lifting me up. I wasn't whole yet, but I was alive, stronger than ever. The days after were a fresh start. I poured myself into the art exhibition for my parents' memory. Kids brought their paintings, sculptures, dreams. Each piece showed me beauty can rise from pain. Rachel was there, her smile bright as we hung artwork. You're shining, Maya, she said, adjusting her glasses. I smiled back, her words sinking deep. One afternoon, I found a letter in my bag, Claire's handwriting. My hands shook, expecting poison. Maya, I was wrong, she wrote. I wanted to hurt him, but I hurt you. I hope you find peace. I sat with those words, anger and pity swirling. I thought of writing back, of confronting her. Then I lit a match and burned the letter, watching the ashes fall. Letting go was for me, not her. Daniel came by one evening, his face heavy. I've changed, Maya, he said. I looked at him, the man who was once my world. I don't forgive you, I said, voice steady. My life's mine now, not yours. I closed the door, his footsteps fading. He was gone, and so was his hold on me. The exhibition was a triumph. The town filled the venue, their laughter and tears blending into something beautiful. I took the stage, eyes on Rachel. This isn't just for my parents, I said. It's for everyone who's fallen and gotten up. The cheers carried my parents' love, wherever they were. The next morning, I walked Bar Harbor's shore. The sunrise painted the sky gold and pink, waves kissing my feet. I wasn't the Maya from the engagement party or the one who cried in the rain. I was new, shaped by pain, built by courage. Rachel joined me, and we laughed like kids. The future was open, and I wasn't afraid. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Drop a comment with resilience, where you're watching from, and what time it is there. I want to know how far this story's gone, because I know I'm not alone. And as I looked at the horizon, I wondered, what's next for me?